Hey, what's going on? This is Minister Gold. This is a mix-up tutorial, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so someone reached out to me on Discord. She was watching a video by Senpai Gaming, and this was the thing that he was showing how to do, and she was asking, "Can you do this with MixItUp?" And I said, "Yes, you can. I'll show you how to do it." And anybody else who wants like minimalistic alerts, this is for you as well. If you don't want all the music and the GIFs and whatever, you just something simple. You just want to like bring attention to the alert and then take it away. Then this is for you. Something I forgot to explain in the video is who these alerts are for exactly, and who they're for. To go a little bit deeper into it is if you are either a just chatting streamer or you have a just chatting scene. But this is not ideal if the front and center, the focus of your current scene is the game. So yeah, if you have a just chatting scene or you're a just chatting streamer, then and you like minimalistic alerts, then this is for you. Just want to provide that additional clarification. And now back to the video. Thank you. Okay. And before we do anything, you're gonna need to download the Move Transition plugin for OBS. I'm doing this in OBS Studio. If you're using some other streaming software, then you will not be able to do this. You'll have to do this in OBS proper or regular OBS. So let's go to the OBS website. We're going to do this from scratch. So let's go to google.com. So you'll just type in OBS Move Transition plugin. Then it'll be the first result. Click on the Move OBS Forums link, and you'll see this Move 2.12.0. On the very right side, you'll see a download button. Click on that. I'm in Windows, so I'll be using the Move Transition 2.2. Sorry, I'm not using the installer. This is a mouthful. I'm not using the installer. I'm using this last one over here. Okay, so you'll download that. If you're not using Windows, I will not be able to help you. So I hope you're using Windows. Okay, so after you've downloaded it, go to your downloads folder, and you should have a Move Transition Windows zip folder. Right click it. For me, I'm gonna click on Show More Options, and I have 7-zip. If you don't have 7-zip, you can download it for free to unzip these zip files. Then I'm going to click on Extract to Move Transition 2.12 Windows, and that gives me this folder here with these files. Excuse me. So on your left side, you will have the Move Transition files. On your right side, you'll have OBS. So for me, I go to Local Disk, I go to Program Files, I go to OBS or OBS Studio, whatever it's called for you, and this is our starting point. So as you'll see, you have a data folder on your left, data folder on your right, OBS plugins folder on your left, OBS plugins folder on your right. Now, on your right, you can click on the data folder. We'll click on OBS plugins, and here you'll see all of your filter folders. You'll see that I already have the Move Transition folder. You click on the up button. You don't want to drag this over to this folder because you might accidentally drop it in a folder you don't want to. So click the up button. And you're going to drag not the data folder, but not the OBS plugins folder, but the Move Transition folder to this OBS plugins folder. And that's it. I'm going to go up and go up twice here. Okay, now the OBS plugins folder on your left. For me, I click on 64-bit. I assume that depends on your OS. Let me just double check real quick. Let's see, PC, properties. So yeah, my system type is 64-bit. If you're not sure what your system type is, right click on this PC and then properties to see what your system type is. but I think 64-bit is pretty common. So I'm going to click on the 64-bit folder. I have two files here. I'm going to click on OBS plugins here, click on 64-bit here, and just take these files and drag it into the 64-bit folder. And that is it. That is how you add the OBS Move Transition plugin to OBS. And what I should have said at the very beginning is make sure you don't have OBS open while you're doing this, and make sure you restart OBS. I'll make sure to include text at the beginning of this explanation so others don't do that, hopefully. Um, okay, so now that we have the OBS Move Transition plugin, how do we implement this? So I'm going to minimize these windows. I'm going to drag over OBS so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and 1 second. Okay, and so what you're going to do is you are going to right click on whatever scene you're doing this in. For me, mine is what I'm calling new main. Don't ask. But yeah, whatever your main scene is, right click on that, click on filters, and we're going to create two filters. One is to shrink your webcam or whatever source you want to shrink, and another is to make it full sized. So what you can do is you can click the plus sign, you click on move source, and then name it whatever you want to call it. Something shrink, something indicating that you're shrinking your source. Then after you've added it, click on source, click on the source that you want to shrink. For me, it's the main webcam. And for this, I'm gonna have to show my webcam. And while I do that, you're not gonna be able to see this filter screen. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna show my camera. Okay. And to shrink it, what we're gonna do is I'm going to drag. I'm gonna click on the bottom of my webcam. There's a like a square. I'm gonna grab that square, and I'm gonna manually shrink my webcam. Okay. I'm gonna hide my webcam now. I will be right back. We're gonna right click this scene, the same scene, click on filters, go to your shrinking scene, or your shrinking filter rather, then go to transform, click on get transform, and that'll get your source as it's shrunk. Okay. And also make sure you set the custom duration to, well, for me, I set it to 1,000 milliseconds. That's 1 second. That means the animation of shrinking your source will occur over a span of 1 second. Okay. Next, we're going to set up your full filter, making your source the full size. So we're going to close the filters window again. I'm going to show my webcam. Now, while my webcam source is selected, I'm going to hold Control and press F. And that is going to make my webcam full size. Okay, so I'm going to hide my camera again so I can show you the filters window. We're going to right click on the scene that we're doing this in. Click on filters. Again, plus sign, move source, name it something like whatever your source is, full source, select the source. For me, it's my main webcam. Custom duration, 1,000 milliseconds. And then we're gonna click on Get Transform. Oh, okay, so I have the wrong source selected. Don't be like me. Okay, full. And okay, we're gonna click on Get Transform. And now this is set to my camera being full size. Okay. Now, if you want to test it, what you can do is obviously with your source showing, you can click on the eyeball for shrink to see it shrink, and click on the eyeball for full to see it become full. So I'm gonna put this on the right side so you could see me do that. I'm gonna show my camera. So right now I am full size. Uh, okay, so here is my shrink, and here is my full. So that's that part of it. Okay. You might be wondering, okay, but this is an OBS. How am I gonna do that with MixItUp? I'll show you. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so I'm gonna hide myself so you can see MixItUp. I'm gonna move this over. Let's go look at mix it up. Okay, so I did this in the, so first of all, click on the top left, the menu, go to events, and then click on Twitch. I'm assuming you're doing this in Twitch. And then you're going to want to do this in, I assume, all of your subscription events. So not just Twitch channel subscribe, but also resubscribe, gifted, mass subscription gifted, and so on. So I'm going to click on, if you don't have anything here, it's going to say add command. For me, I have something here, so I'm going to click on the pencil. Okay, what I want you to do is ignore all of this. This is all turned off so I can demonstrate this uh, like subscription idea. Okay, so the first one, we're going to go to action. We're looking for an action called streaming software. So streaming software, hit the plus sign. Okay, so I lied. There's actually one more thing I have to mention, and it's about making sure you have a connection to OBS through MixItUp. And to do that, you click on the menu in the top left, look for a menu item called Services, and in Services, look for OBS, and you're gonna need to enable like your WebSocket, like a connection with your WebSocket to OBS. So yeah, make sure you do that. I will include a video in which I show you how to set up that WebSocket connection. But just yeah, just know that you do have to have that set up for MixItUp to communicate with OBS. Now you can rename these. So I renamed it from streaming software to shrink main webcam. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click on the action, look for source filter visibility. Okay. So that means show this filter. The source name is actually going to be the name of the scene. That is the source that has the filter. And the filter it has, the exact name is main webcam shrink with parentheses. You want to make sure whatever the name of the filter is, it has to be exact. Exactly what this name is, it has to be this name here. Click on visible. So that means we are showing the filter. Okay, and then next we have the text for the user subscribed. Now for me, I did this with HTML. The reason why I did this with HTML is because I have more control over how it all looks. So for me, for example, I can make like the user yellow and everything else white. So if you want to do it like this, I can post this in the description so you can see how to do this. If you don't want to do it this way, another way you could do it is instead of that, you could use text and just you could just like um, let me copy this. So you just take user display name sub for user sub months, paste this in, and delete the span part if you don't care about making the user a different color. And just put this where the user described is. Don't put it down here. It's just default. When you clone something, it goes to the bottom. So don't put it at the bottom. Okay. And as far as the positioning of this, so let me minimize this. As far as the positioning of this, I put this 49 from the left. So I have percentage selected for screen position. It's 49% from the left and 95% from the top to put it where I did. And I chose an animation. These are built-in animations to mix it up. I chose the fade in animation for when it appears and fade out for when it leaves. And that results in this. Okay. And now you might be wondering, why is it taking so long? Well, I set it for 8 seconds. If you want to set it to disappear faster, then set it for less than 8 seconds. Okay. And because I have this set for 8 seconds, I have a wait time. I have a wait time of 9.25 seconds. Why 9.25 seconds? Because that's just the transition that I chose that felt smooth as far as this not enlarging before the text is done showing. But again, you're going to adjust the wait time based on how long you set this to show for. Okay. Lastly, we have another stream software action. And again, I changed the name. I called it enlarge main webcam. and you're going to set it to the action source filter visibility. The source for me is new main, set it to whatever your source is, and the filter is main webcam full. That is the exact name with parentheses. So whatever the exact name of your filter is that is enlarging your source, put that name here and set that to visible. And if you do all that, that will result in the effect that I showed you before. So we're going to just close this, go again to here. I'm enlarged right now, or no, I'm not enlarged, I'm shrunk, so I'm going to re-enlarge myself. Okay, I'm going to hit the, oh, and yeah, if you want to test it, click on the play button for your Twitch channel subscribed or whichever event you're setting this for, and that's how you can test it. So I'm going to do that right now. And that is how you achieve the subalert effect that Senpai Gaming did, but with MixItUp. So, yeah, that's it. If anything was unclear, please let me know and I'll give you further clarification. If you have any questions, please leave that question in the comments. If you appreciate this video, please like it. If you want to see more MixItUp videos, please subscribe. If you want to hang with me on Twitch, I'm on twitch.tv/miniaturegold, and thank you for watching.